Top 10 Biggest Crocodiles in History. The Earth has witnessed the apparition and extinction of innumerable animal species. Lots of them were scary reptiles that could attack and kill dinosaurs. That's why we bring you the top 10 biggest crocodiles in history. Number 10. Macamosaurus. This prehistoric crocodile specimen reached a length of 23.6 feet. It lived in the late Jurassic and early Cretaceous era, which means this was contemporaneous to the dinosaurs. It inhabited what's now Occidental Europe and Tunisia, which in that time was a group of islands surrounded by shallow waters. Its name means ready for war. In 2016, they were found by some fossils in Tunisia, which were cataloged as a new species in the Macamosaurus genre, the Macamosaurus rex, which measured 29.5 feet in length. This hasn't been backed up by the paleontologists, the reason why this crocodile doesn't occupy a better position in this top. Its teeth are really thick and with a rounded tip. This is why it's thought that these were made to crush any turtle's shell, which was confirmed with some bitten fossils. This doesn't mean that this was the only thing it ate. In Sweden, a sauropod Ceratosaurus stuartis femur was found with a Macamosaurus bite, which indicates that they fed on dead Ceratosaurus or that they ambushed them while the watercourses were close, just like actual crocodiles hunt their prey. Number 9. Rudiodon. This was a reptile genre that lived at the end of the Triassic period. Its name means creased. It measured 26 feet in length and its fossils had been found in the eastern part of the United States. It looked a lot like actual crocodiles. It had the sail back and the tail covered with bone plates. However, it had nostrils on the snout, which were found near the eyes. It had really thin jaws, which indicates it ate fishes or terrestrial animals that were close to the water, using its snout as two tweezers to later drag and drown them. This predator used a technique called death roll, which is used by actual crocodiles. It consists of rolling its body while its mouth holds the victim to tear them apart. Number 8. Stomatosuchus. It was a 32.8-foot crocodile that lived in the late Cretaceous period in Egypt. It had a plain head seen from the top that looks a lot like a cricket ball. It didn't have teeth on the lower jaw, and it only had a few little ones in the upper jaw, which were used to capture big prey. This was the reason why its name means unarmed mouth crocodile. It had a bag in the lower jaw like pelicans. It's thought that it used to eat fishes, absorbing them with the water. Once inside its mouth, the upper jaw was closed and it stretched the bag so the water could go away through its little teeth while holding the fishes like a strainer. A lot is unknown about this creature because there was found just one skull of this creature, which was exposed in the Munich Museum until a bomb destroyed it in World War II. Number 7. Graposuchus. This extinct crocodile lived in South America between 23 million and 700,000 years ago in the Miocene, Pliocene, and beginnings of the Pleistocene. There were found series of fossils in the Urumaco Formation in Venezuela. These bones were cataloged as part of a species called Graposuchus croizati. It is estimated that one of these crocodiles measured 33 feet in length and weighed 3,847 pounds. The Urumaco fossils were found next to a Graposuchus, which indicates that it used to be an aquatic area. However, there have also been found fossils in Colombia, which indicates that it also inhabited the Amazonia's rivers and hunted down fishes and bigger animals that were close to the shore with the help of its 44 teeth in its snout. Number 6. Rhamphosuchus. This crocodile used to live in the Ganges River in India during the Miocene. At the beginning, it was thought that this creature was 58 feet long, but recent studies show that the real measure was 36 feet. It isn't the first time that this happens in the paleontological discoveries. It looks like whoever discovered these bones got so excited that they gave this species a biggest size, until recent studies revealed the sad truth. Its name means peak crocodile, because of its snout shape, long and thin. Inside its mouth it had conic teeth, made to catch slippery prey. This added up to the fact that it was a great swimmer, which made us think that it fundamentally fed on fishes. It looks like it wasn't the only predator around this place because the osteoderms from their backs protected them from other crocodiles. Number 5. Sarcosuchus. This species reached 36 and 39 feet in length. Because of its size, it received the name of supercroc, with which it has become famous. It lived 112 million years ago, at the beginning of the Cretaceous in Africa and South America. Its skull was the biggest ever found. It measured 5.2 feet, enough size to fit a human inside. Its snout was really long and was constituted of 3 skulls. Inside it, there were 70 teeth in the upper jaw and 62 in the lower one. Some of these were larger than 5.9 inches long, enough to pierce an average human arm. Its lower jaw was way smaller than the upper one, which made a part of the jaw be exposed to the wind when it was closed and gave it a really scary look. There have been found fossils from 40-year-old crocodiles, which implies that the Sarcosuchus lived more than this. Given the time that they had, they reached the mating age when they were 20 years old. But the biggest fact is that unlike other species, its growth did not stop at a certain age. It kept getting bigger and bigger. Because its snout had curvature to the bottom, it's believed that they ate big fishes, enough to feed their big bodies. The oldest Sarcosuchus had enough age and enough time to eat some dinosaurs that got too close to the shore to drink, and they used the death tourniquet to kill them. That is why they have this name that means butcher crocodile. Number 4. Dinosuchus. It was an extinct species that could reach 39 feet in length and weigh 8.5 tons. It lived between 80 and 75 million years ago during the Cretaceous period at the shores of Western Interior Seaway, a big ocean formed in the middle of North America. The Dinosuchus preferred living in the sanctuaries and, because of their thick fangs, they fed on turtles and fishes with shells, which was proved when it was found some bitten fossils and shells in old Dinosuchus' secretion. However, its diet was way varied. While in the margins of the Western Interior Seaway there were abundant carnivore dinosaurs, in the Oriental one these were absent. That's why it's thought that the Dinosuchus was the king here. You just have to look at its snout, which had 44 teeth and a 4,045-pound potency, which made possible attacking dinosaurs like the Appalachiosaurus, which measured 22 feet in length, and the Albertosaurus, which measured 29 feet in length, which fossils also present marks of these fights. It should have been amazing to watch the death tourniquet being applied to a dinosaur. That's why they're also called terrible crocodiles. Number 3. Smilosuchus. It's also an extinct specimen that lived in the late stage of the Triassic period in North America. Their fossils were found in 1995. At the beginning, they were cataloged as a species of Leptosuchus, but it was so rare that it fit into a whole new species. They look a lot like actual crocodiles, but one of the differences is they had their nostrils over their snout's crest. Their skull was 4.9 feet in length, and they were between 22 and 39 feet in length. The snout had 2 kinds of teeth. In the front they had fangs, and in the back they had smaller but sharper teeth that were used to cut meat. The Smilosuchus babies were independent. The female laid her eggs in safe places and left, so they had to live for themselves since they were born. They used to spend their first years growing between the plants that grew in the rivers, hiding from bigger crocodiles until they were old enough to fight them. Number 2. Morasuchus. This extinct crocodile lived in the Miocene and its fossils were found in Peru. It is thought that it measured 30 feet in length. They had a weird, rounded plane and long snout. like a duck, and had 160 teeth. It had a weak body, so it couldn't fight against big animals, the reason why its favorite food was fishes. It used to swim with its mouth open in rivers. This way it could eat a full bank of fishes that crossed its path, a similar technique used by the baleen whales. Their throat contracted to pump and expel the filtered water while retaining the fishes. Number 1. Purosaurus. This is an extinct giant that lived in South America in the Miocene. A 4.7-foot-long skull was found in Brazil. That's why it's estimated that this species measured 41 feet long and weighed 8.4 tons, making this one of the biggest crocodiles in history. The Purosaurus was an apex predator, which meant it didn't have rivals and could eat anything they wanted, including big vertebrate animals like the giant stupendous turtle or the Granostrapotherium that measured 10 feet in length. It needed 80.5 pounds of food daily. That's why it was the swamp's terror. Given to its big size, it moved easily underwater but was slow on the ground. To hunt, it waited for its victim to get close to a water stream, and at the right moment it attacked, biting with 11.5 tons of power, which is 20 times stronger than a white shark, and dragged their victim to the water, where the crocodile butchered them. The causes of their extinction isn't clear. Some paleontologists claim that they disappeared because the Amazonia's swamps drought or because they were cannibals, which is in logic with so much hunger. These were the biggest crocodiles in history. If these left you with your mouth open, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. See you next time!